comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Strikes back with the drive impact. Still slugging it out here. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Both fighters have completely emptied out their drive gauge and are in burnout state. Not a lot of patience on show here today. How will they get out of this jam? Both sides need to decide. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. With the life gap opening up, the KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate judgment charges forward. Sticks the combo. Brushes off the impact. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Lays down a whirlwind. What'll happen here? They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Jumps it, cross-up attack. Putting the cherry on top. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Player 2 flipping the flatline blow. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Jump! This can lead to some big damage. Player 1, there's a burnout. Oh, here we go. Oh, yo! Raw super here? Low heavy. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very prepared anti-air in the clutch. Totsugeki to the face. Ooh, what a smart blow. What's next? Player 2 is in a very good... Here comes the boom! Ooh, they are done! Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nothing stops this train. Breaks those shins. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Strings it all together. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap to win this round. Taking stock. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Breaks those shins. KO. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Big opportunity now in this corner. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive gauge. In there! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Immediate jumping.
Come to me.
The super doesn't hit. A super art? That's not gonna hit. That throw's gonna take off a chunk again. Going on the offensive? Throw is denied. What a read. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we come in with a rush. What's this Chikuhara gonna do? Amazing. Player 1 blocks the low kick. What are they gonna do? Changes the pace with the fireball. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Now they can cross that off. Breaks it. Player 1, the brain on the spider to bring for the counter. giddy during that well-earned win.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Ready.
Round one. Fight.
See what they try to do here in the first round. That was a solid anti-air. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. The jump in catches them. Just out of range for that throw. Taking stock. Decides to buff up while they can. Life lead is there. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Takes a trip. Rinku Hadouken in there. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Low heavy hits, mix up income. Hazashi, Uematsu with the overhead. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Can they keep on him? Potential kicks. A quick breather. Player one hits a good spot to use the super, serving them a severe beatdown, and the fun's just starting. Connects with the throw. Not much, and in there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Long low attack hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Heats it up with a combo into super. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Quick breather. Very critical point of the match. In there! Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks them with a projectile. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The low doesn't connect. Jumps in. Both fighters may be looking to risk going in with an empty SA gauge so they can fill it quickly. I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. Gotta be careful. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Medium kick hits. Jumps. Big throws. Knockdown and uses their drive gauge. Player two is barely Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Noticeable life lead. This is gonna hurt. Here comes a big combo. Knockdown. Here comes what a finish. Player one was an absolute beast in that match.
comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this round.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Low kicks are a no-go. No good up high. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. What are they thinking here? Overhead. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Takes a repairs an overdrive shorty. Player two chases in there. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Jump. Decides to meet them in the air. Good judgment there. Creates an opening with a low heavy. That combo did decent damage. The overhead, good. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. This may be it. The low. Knockdown and connects with the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Experiencing burnout. Bumps up. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Goes for the check down with the jump in. Crowns him from above. Low heavy. All in with the rush. There's the drive impact. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. And they burn out in sync. Clutch anti-air. The low's blocked. The low kick hits. The low. Player one can't. Oh, done. Bad news is on the way. Uh-oh. This could really tip the game.
What's wrong? Get up.
Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. They are done. Player one comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. The jump-in is denied. Crowns him from above. Blocks it. Oh, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. You want to avoid blocking a drive impact near the corner because it'll result in a big wall splat even on block. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Deftly shuts out the jump-in. Both fighters have completely emptied out their drive gauge and are in burnout state. Not a lot of patience on show here today. Recovers from burnout. In a dire situation. KO! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Fantastic reactions there. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Going in. Player springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Dashes forward. Grabs and throws him away. Drive rush to keep it going. This fires off the Shinsu Hadouken. Quick breather. Low heavy. Now critical. What's gonna happen? All in with the rush. Get out of nowhere. Player two is the last fighter standing. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Projectile to try and change the situation. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player two is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. takes a trip. Caught in the cross-up. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Going drive rush to keep it going. From low heavy to side switch in the corner. A quick breather. Player 1 needs the kick hit. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Hits him in the gut. Jumps. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins. This springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? Player 1 blocks the low kick. Life lead is there, but flatlines him. Player 2 is the last fighter standing.
Go to sleep! Here comes a new challenger!
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Saw that low heavy coming. Perfect air-to-air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Using the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? Somehow pushes end to throw, ends the round. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Blocks the low heavy. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Got their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. That's not gonna hit. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Flashes him. Breaks the block with a throw. Hadouken. Big difference in life.